Electoral Commission says it will complete the distribution of election materials to all regions across the country by close of the weekend.
In business tonight's Global Financial Integrity Report reveals over $48 million has been laundered through Ghana's real estate sector.
On the international front, Nigeria boat accident leaves 5 dead and 20 missing.
We've got details of the stories and many more coming up in the next 60 minutes. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook. We're also live on your DSTV channel 279. You can join us with your views, comments and suggestions on any of our top stories this hour. Feel free to visit any of our social media pages on Facebook and on X.
The Food and Drugs Authority says it is ready to undergo audits by local and international bodies to validate its steps regarding the alleged distribution of unwholesome rice to senior high schools. This comes after MP for North Tongue Constituency Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa alleged that some over 22,000 bags of expired rice were distributed to senior high schools. But speaking at a news conference today, the FDA's Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Delise Memedako, states that the FDA followed international best practice for food safety.
International best practices for food safety, including use-by dates, which indicates safety, and foods must not be consumed past a use-by date. Expiry date, which indicates both safety and quality. Expired products are unsafe and should be disposed of. Best before end date. This relates to quality and not safety. Foods may lose their flavor or texture, but remain safe if stored correctly. The authority, like other authorities globally, may use accepted regulatory extensions of best before dates following rigorous testing and compliance with storage requirements, and this is in line with international best practices. The FDA also wishes to assure the public that it confirmed the wholesomeness of the consignment of rice in question and gives assurance that with all the other certificates that were submitted from India, from PPRSD, from CSIR-FRI, and concluded that the rice was wholesome before it was released for distribution.
She also emphasized the authority's commitment to transparency and safeguarding public health amid the ongoing allegations.
The authority wishes to reiterate the fact that it is committed to ensuring the safety and quality of all products, including food on the market. And in this regard, it has carried out several safe disposal of consignments of food, including rice, whose safety and quality could not be assured or guaranteed. The FDA's reputation for excellence is backed by ISO certification and the largest ISO accredited laboratory scope in Africa. The FDA also tirelessly followed up on the long dormant National Food Safety Policy, ensuring its successful launch. It also acts as a secretariat for the National Food Safety Emergency Response Plan. The authority operates with independence, transparency, and professionalism. To address any public concerns, the FDA is open to audits by qualified local or international bodies to validate all its actions. I'll repeat, the FDA is open to audits by qualified local or international bodies to validate its actions. We remain steadfast in our commitment to ensuring food safety and protecting public health. Thank you.
A reminder, this is your election command center. The Electoral Commission has assured it will complete the distribution of election materials, including BVDs and ballot papers, to all regions across the country by the close of the weekend. Now, according to the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, the Bono East and Northern regions should by close of day today receive their ballot papers.
In yet another meeting of the Electoral Commission and the National Election Security Task Force, Chairperson of the Commission, Jean Mensah, says the Commission is on track to complete the distribution of critical election materials across the country by the close of the weekend.
We are also near completion with our ballots, the preparation of our ballots for the presidential and parliamentary elections. And all the ballots, with the exception of the Northern region, the Bono region, and the Bono East, have been disseminated to our police armories across the country. Our biometric verification devices are also being prepared, and we are confident that by this weekend all the biometric verification devices will be safely lodged in the police armories across the country.
Training for over 210,000 election officers recruited is also underway, with short videos prepared to help reinforce the training process. In a bid to enhance efficiency, the EC has introduced aid memoirs to guide officers in resolving issues like requests for recollation.
The Commission has recruited close to 210,000 temporary officials across various categories in all the 40,900 plus polling stations across the country. They are undergoing extensive training. We've developed aid memoirs, which are basic instructions on key aspects of our work. The aid memoirs would also focus on issues such as the correction of errors on the various forms.
Head of the Election Security Task Force, IGP George Akufo-Dampare, for his part, assured of the service's readiness to ensure a peaceful election.
In terms of our preparation, we are over ready, and we'll do what it takes to ensure that this country continues to be at peace with herself. We will protect every Ghanaian, and we will protect every stakeholder in these elections. And more importantly, we will protect you and your staff as they go about their constitutional duty of ensuring that the election is executed to the benefit of Ghanaians.
The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia, says God can use him to transform the country. Addressing the people and members of Hebron Prayer Center in the Nsawam-Adwajiri constituency, Dr. Bawumia appealed for votes to ensure that he continues with the implementation of the free senior high school program.
Dr. Mahama Bawumia received a rousing welcome from the members and people of Hebron Prayer Center. The MPP flag bearer was supported by some party bigwigs and functionaries to visit the prayer center in the Nsawam-Adwajiri constituency. Addressing the members, Dr. Mahama Bawumia asked the people to vote for him to ensure that he protects the free SHS program.
Free SHS no member be bon by me de be ebe ka ho e de ahoto abrega na fo nyina enti me ba ha empai bonti ena me bae minim se hadie mo bom paia nyame otie mo mpai bo esema ye wanwa ne se muni nyina munim se fasting no mo ihye ase Yama ubia number enyesa, but number yede ma elder donko eye number 1 eye wawa enya wawa.
He again entreated the people to pray for him and the MPP government to win the elections.
December 7th, ye koto aba eyi ye mampenyi ene ye mrashe bejafo. Yenyina Yesu yenim se eye nyame ena osihene enye ye nipa enti bibia ye beye gese ye fa nyame etu enim enti na yenyina yenim se ye nipa de nyema bebre ye ntimi nya nyame ni tumi ni de with God all things are possible.
Earlier, the flag bearer taught the Ayawaso Central constituency He visited the Manamata market, where he exchanged pleasantries with traders and market women in the constituency. Dr. Bawumia again made a stopover at Abose Okai in the Ablekuma Central constituency. He exchanged pleasantries with traders, market women and business people in the constituency. He promised the people of Abose Okai that he will address issues on taxes when he wins power.
Major issues with import duty. And yes, sir, with the new import duty regime, and then flat rate import duty regime. Flat rate in ASEAN is saying, with the spare parts, Bagana, a 40-foot container, flat rate, also a 20,000 cities, a 20,000 cities, a bedua, ubetria, 20,000 cities flat.
Elsewhere, the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress has descended heavily on President Akufo-Addo over his comments that the NDC left him a deficit of power outages, popularly called DUMSO. The NPP administration has mocked the NDC with the power outages that led to its removal from office in 2016. Now, in the lead up to the elections, in a few days, the NPP has launched series of adverts on DUMSO. Now, speaking in the Elembele district, John Mahama said the president must not be disingenuous.
You know, liars cannot go to heaven. And let me give you a Bible quotation. Proverbs 19, chapter 19, verse 9. It says, those who bear false witness will not go unpunished, and the liars will be destroyed. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 9. I expect that when MPP is telling lies, they'll leave it to the younger ones and the junior ones to do. And when the senior ones like Nana Akufo-Addo says that DUMSO was not solved before we came, I heard him say that we could not keep the lights on. How can we run 24-hour economy? In 2016, DUMSO had been solved. Nobody's lights went off in 2016. Nobody had load shedding in 2016. That is on record. Go and look at Gridco records. Go and look at ECG records. Nobody had load shedding in 2016, and that is a fact. And he himself knows that DUMSO was a generational problem, and that it was because of the lack of addition of generation over the years that crystallized in my time. But I did not do what he has been doing, shifting the blame to somebody else. I went to Parliament and I said I was elected to solve the problems of Ghana. I accept responsibility for the energy crisis and I will fix it. And I fixed it. From January to December to the following January, when we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, he should bear true testimony. DUMSO had been solved. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying.
Let's now go to the Ashanti region, where the Asantehene Otumfuo II is urging candidates in the presidential and parliamentary elections to accept the verdict of Ghanaians when they decide on December 7. He said elections are not an avenue for insult and chaos, but a contest of ideas. He made the remarks when President Akufo-Addo paid a courtesy call on him as part of his 3-day tour of the Ashanti region.
President Akufo-Addo is on a 3-day tour in the Ashanti region to commission projects and canvass for vote for the new Patriotic Party. At the Menchia Palace, he thanked Asantehene for the support given him over the past 8 years of his administration. He assured Otumfuo of seeing to a peaceful election before handing over power. Measures have been put in place to ensure a peaceful election and smooth transition of power. I believe that Ghanaians will make the right choice come December 7. Otumfuo II commended the president for his developmental works. He entreated politicians to put the interest of the nation above their personal interest.
Pompa is a no so asumdue no ahye me bon so say ono won free so en woto e de hwe mabasabasa nsi Ghana hada.
It is a relief for the president to assure me that he will see to a violent-free election. Politicians should understand that Ghana is bigger than any individual, so we should throw our support to whoever is declared winner at the end of the day. The president also engaged members of the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs and pleaded with them to support the presidential candidate of the MPP by giving him the chance to continue from where he has left. Vice President of the House and Paramount Chief of Asantehene, Dasibre Osebonsu, attested to what he described as massive development in the region by way of road infrastructure.
Please, this is not mere political gimmick. We all see what has happened during this current regime, what we've been able to obtain in Ashanti region. Come over to my kingdom now. Please, anywhere that you turn, you're on asphalt. Our developmental projects that has been undertaken in Asantehene and in Ashanti region, we shouldn't let it go waste.
Elsewhere, flag bearer for the Movement for Change, Kyerematen, has promised to build modern markets and implement other social interventions for market women and drivers if elected in the upcoming December elections. He reiterated his promise while intensifying his campaign efforts in selected markets and lorry stations in the eastern region. My colleague Yvonne Nikwe has been monitoring activities there and joins us live. Yvonne, tell us, what was the reception for Mr. Kyerematen as he went to the region and started talking to people?
Well, the flag bearer of the Movement for Change received a warm welcome from his target group, the drivers and traders from Koforidua, Samankese, Adaiso, Oda, and Oda Boabo. He's been receiving those warm welcome as he delivered to them his promises about giving them modern markets, social intervention, and all other things he hoped if he's given the chance as president.
Well, I will introduce his sound and the reactions from market women and drivers. Let's take a listen.
Asantehene is one of the biggest markets we have in Ghana, so very soon we would be voting. If you vote for me to become a president, I will renovate this place and build a new lorry terminal. I've also realized that most of the commercial vehicles are old, so if I become a president, I will introduce a new policy where you can exchange your old car with a new one which you would work and pay later.
Yvonne, do we know what's next for the Movement for Change flag bearer?
Well, his bid to return to the Greater Accra region to continue with his mob-up campaign. We do know that this is a few days to the election, and so this is the end for him in the eastern region. He moves to the Greater Accra region and all the other regions to ensure that he gets connected and resonates his policies with the electorate.
50 pesos. The suffering and hunger we have endured within these 8 years is unprecedented. They said there is free education, but we are still suffering. So what's the essence of the free education? So we want Ekufuado and Bawumia to go so that Alan will come.
We are voting for Alan Cash. He's very unique.
All right, so that was Yvonne Nikwe coming to us from the Eastern region. Yvonne, thank you very much for joining us with updates of the flag bearer for the movement of change there. Thank you, Yvonne.
Let's now go to the Upper Manya Krobo constituency of the Eastern region, where our volunteer Eric Teteboafo joins us for a conversation on voter expectation ahead of the elections. Eric, thank you so much for your time. What issues will affect voter preferences on December 7?
And when you come to the Upper Manya Krobo district or constituency, where we have a little over 38,000 registered voters who will be taking part in this year's elections. What some of the electorates and constituents are saying is as follows. Some believe that where the world is going, there is a revolution that there is the need for them to follow. That is the AI, digitalization, and issues of the internet, with specifications to that of Dr. Bawumia's promise, that where he wants to take the country, for instance, trying to train about 1 million youth into digitalization is the best way to go. And for that matter, there is the need for them to consider his policies. Some are also saying that issues of cost of living, including feeding 3 daily square meals a day, is becoming difficult for them. Cost of traveling and cost of electricity. And so there is a need for them to make a change with regard to where they cast their ballots. But Portia, when you come to Upper Manya, one interesting thing that is going to happen in this election that we are observing closely is the parliamentary election, following the fact that for 2016 and 2020, this very seat has alternated in between the NDC and the NPP. When you come here, a lot of the youth and many of the electorate are in high spirits to vote for the NPP parliamentary candidate, Honorable Joseph Tete. A lot are also saying that looking at the pedigree and academic qualification of the incumbent NDC MP, he is a lawyer, a finance accountant, and other education qualifications. For that matter, he is the right person to vote for. So, Portia, there's a lot of issues that makes Upper Manya an interesting constituency to watch in the upcoming election.
All right, Eric, let's now hear from the voters.
I'm going to vote based on the fact that election is about politics and not fight or not violence. So when it comes to the parliamentary, that is in Upper Manya.
We do apologize for the poor sound quality, but that's it with Eric Tete from Manya Krobo constituency. And with just 11 days away from the December 7 elections, we head to the Ketu South constituency of the Volta region to gauge the mood of voters there and the general atmosphere in the constituency. And the constituency has been an NDC powerhouse since its creation and remains a major decider for the party's chances at the polls. We have Sylvia Esiawiyu, who is keeping an eye on the Ketu South constituency for us, and she joins us with some updates. And Sylvia, thank you so much for your time. We know you've been engaging with voters in the area regarding issues that will influence their choice on December 7. What have they been telling you?
Yeah, good evening, Portia. You rightly said the NDC holds Ketu South constituency as their stronghold. But speaking to some members of the NPP in the constituency, they are very optimistic of grabbing the parliamentary seats from the National Democratic Congress, Honorable Abdullah Difagomashi, for Honorable Samuel Haliga, who happens to be their parliamentary candidate. According to them, the NPP has brought so many developments to the constituency, like the construction of classroom blocks through the $1 million per constituency initiative and the recent reshaping of the town roads, the construction of police headquarters, and also the fire service station, among others. So they hope that if they give the face to Honorable Samuel Haliga, he will bring more development to the constituency. But on the other hand, NDC is also hopeful that they will maintain the seat for Honorable Abladifa Gomashi, because she is also doing very well, especially in the human resource development through CVS, the construction of the pediatric emergency at the Staff Municipal Hospital, and also renovations of some dilapidated ship compounds, among others. According to them, if Honorable Abladifa Gomashi will maintain her seat, and also John Dramani Mahama will become the president of Ghana, they'll see more development in the constituency. Most of them are concerned that the next government should, as a matter of urgency, construct the dilapidated town roads, especially the Aflau to Whole Road, Aflau to Keta, and also construction of the Diamond Cement Road, as you can see on the screen, and also the Komla to More Road.
All right. Sylvia, thank you so much for your time. Sylvia is reporting from the Ketu South constituency.
Some good news for renal disease patients, as all is set for government to commence the rollout of its free dialysis program. The program, scheduled to run in about 40 selected health facilities, is estimated to cost government between 20 to 57 million annually. The Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Dr. Da Costa Boaje, at a joint press briefing with heads of some selected health facilities, assured Ghanaians of their readiness.
Our current budget, even if we are not uncapped, because taxes are overperforming, is expected to be about 8-point-something billion. And we will cover this under our benefit package. So there shouldn't be any problem. The next leg is, what support can the NHI and the Ministry of Health give to these facilities in such a way that they are able to provide these services? So, in collaboration with World Bank, the Ministry and the NHI are procuring some dialysis equipment. Currently, we ordered 30 of these equipments. 7 has been delivered. 23 of these equipment are to be cleared from the ports. It's currently at the ports. 15 additional ones have also been approved by the PPA just last Thursday. So we've set that into motion, we've put it into procurement. But the good news is each 15 of these machines comes with about 2,000 consumables. So it means that with the 45 machines, we have 6,000 set of consumables.
A reminder to watching News360, our major news bulletin for the day. We'll take a short commercial break and be back with more stories.
Mahama once said,
"Have you been offered a bribe before?
As a human being?
As a person?
Any human being in the world would have encountered, corruption in a way, one way or the other.
Dadanoa. On December 7th, vote for integrity, competency, and development.
Esuro.
You know, 1 bucket of Flamingo paint is equal to several buckets of any other paint brand on the market. Flamingo paint, superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage. Flamingo paint, simply superior. You know, 1 bucket of Flamingo paint is equal to several buckets of any other paint brand on the market. Flamingo paint, superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage. Flamingo paint, simply superior.
Why? When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste. That's both charcoal and lemon. Oh, does it? Yes. Look right here.
Yes. Pepsodent Charcoal has 2 of nature's powerful whitening ingredients. With the power of activated charcoal and lemon essence, it removes stains and whitens teeth naturally.
Convinced? Well, I am. Just look at your beautiful Pepsodent smiles.
For naturally whiter teeth, Pepsodent Charcoal.
Papa Sammy! I beg, if you find something small, give us.
Bro Sammy, you see, no be say boys no one do nothing and just they rely on handouts. Jobs to no deep.
I understand the hassle. Hope they come. John Mahama, they come do the National Apprenticeship Program.
way it go sort you guys.
Brother Sammy, wait till be that.
John Mahama knows say no be everybody way won't work for office. Like me.
That one day is true.
Under the National Apprenticeship Program, young men and women where they won't learn craft will be enrolled under the program and attached to a senior craftsman who will train them for free.
I beg you, mechanic day inside. Me like this. I don't want to learn mechanical, but the course no.
Mechanics day inside. Organizing, dressmaking, fabric making, catering, hairdressing, tiling, painting. What they even sweet about this whole thing, they say, when you plead, the NDC government go make sure say they go give you certificate where you go fit take go look for job anywhere.
That's sweet. Oh, that's be wonderful.
Another wonderful thing be say, when you plead, the NDC government go set you up with startup capital and equipment to make sure you can start your own business.
Wow! I dey go shopping my town wait 7th December.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama at the NDC.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, Soft Care always stays with you. New Soft Care Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey. Soft Care. Protect your leap.
Mahama once said,
Have you been offered a bribe before?
As a human being?
As a person?
Any human being in the world would have encountered, corruption in a way, one way or the other.
Dadanwa. On December 7th, vote for integrity, competency, and development.
Essuroho.
In the beginning, life feels heavy. But then, hope arrives. Star 446 hash saves you in the Dewa Chop Money draw at 10 a.m.
Congratulations.
Give your dream a chance. Even better. Like life, Dewa 539 gives another chance for those who missed their morning Chop Money draw to get lucky in the daily Dewa Rush Hour draw at 1:30 p.m.
Play every day.
And you draw no so select. Dial star 446 hash. Nika Dewa 539 direct lotto no. Make this 7 o'clock and you maybe 24 hours. 3 daily draws at 10 a.m., 1:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Dewa 539 is designed to save you in the moments that matter most. Play every day, win every day. Dewa after.
The business segment is brought to you by MTN.
West Hills Ridge Property, Eden Heights.
Hello there, good evening and welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Now, a report released by Global Financial Integrity has uncovered widespread money laundering in Ghana's real estate sector. The study, which examined 24 properties and 510 acres of land, reveals that a staggering minimum of some $48.8 million has been laundered through the sector.
The report's findings shed light on the alarming scale of illicit financial activity in Ghana's real estate market. Policy analyst at West Africa Global Financial Integrity, Maxwell Ku-Iri, noted non-identification and lack of verification of beneficial ownership information in real estate and land transactions.
Fraud perpetrated through corporate structures, corruption, theft, and drug trafficking are the noteworthy predicate crimes commonly associated with real estate money laundering in Ghana. People set up organizations and then engage in illicit activity. They get money out of it and they use it to purchase real estate properties in Ghana.
The report recommended, among other things, government operationalize the Real Estate Agency Council as a central authority to consolidate all the scattered related bodies for improved coordination and supervision. Executive Secretary of Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, Samuel Amegaibo, urged for a collaborative approach in dealing with illicit financial activities in the real estate space.
What the issues are, opens our eyes and gives us an opportunity to be open-minded and begin to appreciate how money laundering activities, come about, and then put us in a position to do our best to, as individuals or as organizations, to work hard to collaborate to mitigate against these things.
The Besfa Rural Bank Limited in the Garu district of the Upper East region is making waves with substantial commitment to improving education, water and sanitation in its operational areas. Over the years, the bank has spent more than 600,000 Ghana cedis on various development projects.
The Rural Bank was established to provide financial intermediation within its catchment area through effective fund mobilization management and sound credit services. Over the past 40 years, the bank has successfully delivered accessible, reliable and customer-focused banking services that promote economic growth and social development. The bank has seen significant growth in branches, human resources and market share, with positive financial indicators reflecting its progress. It operates across 6 districts in the Upper East and Northeast regions. The board chairman of the bank, Cletus Azabi, said banks have grown and have advanced.
Currently, we have over 105 million in deposits. Now, profit before tax, we rose from 0.42 million in 2021. 2022, we increased to 0.91, and then in 2020, we tripled it to 2.39. And as we speak, 2020, I'm sure the trend is the same way. The same with paid up capital. So these are the key financial indicators, and all of them are pointing to the positive as we grow. So we believe that from where we are now, the bank is on a pedestal to growing, to making profits and to expanding.
The CEO of Besfa Rural Bank, Alhaji Ibrahim Hayatuddin Awudu, recalled how the bank has supported smallholder farmers and other sectors within its catchment areas.
You go to almost all our branches, you will see the massive transformation that is happening. And so I think all these are very clear for any investor who has put his money in your company to know that you are actually using his money for the intended purposes. The fact that we are giving back to society, we are changing many, many lives, and then we are actually the source of a brighter future for the next generation of our people. Certainly it gives our shareholders the comfort and what it takes to give us the necessary support to be able to do what we are doing.
The bank further commissioned 5 projects for 5 communities.
Now, 2 newly constructed labor employment centers at Kyerematen and Brekum have officially been handed over to the regional coordinating councils of Bono and Bono East regions. The projects were financed by the European Union and Germany under the EU-Ghana Pact for Skills Training Program.
At Kyerematen, officials of the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations and the Bono East Coordinating Council were among dignitaries gathered to witness the handing over ceremony. The imposing public employment center comprises various offices that are impressively equipped with furniture and ICT facilities meant to facilitate working responsibilities. In his remarks, the country director for GIZ, Dr. Dirk Asman, said the construction of the employment centers is an important component of the Jobs and Migration Development Project that is funded by the EU and Germany. He stressed that the centers will facilitate employment opportunities for job seekers and migrant returnees, as well as deliver effective services and improving operational efficiency.
These resources will improve operational efficiency, enabling outreach to remote areas for job counseling, employer engagement and job canvassing, thus ensuring a sustainable and responsive employment service framework.
On his part, the head of cooperation of the EU delegation to Ghana, Massimo Mina, pointed out that the provision of the labour facilities is indicative of the EU's commitment to support Ghana attain its employment goals. He therefore encouraged youth job seekers and others in the communities to make maximum use of the services offered at the employment centres.
This goes specifically through the EU-Ghana Pact for Skills program. Our ambition, though, is that these new centers will become vital and vibrant hubs for young people job seekers and employers. They will help them to connect, share information and access the tools that they need to succeed.
The same handing over scenario took place at Birkum, where the keys of the Labour Employment Centre were handed over to the Labour authorities. In an interview with the Bono Region Labour Officer, Charles Barr, explained how they will intensify efforts in educating the public to register and patronize services offered at the centre for their benefit.
When you want to be engaged by an employer, you have to come here for registration. We register you and then put your particulars there on data. So when an employer needs workers, he also has to come here and declare the vacancies available. And we will look through the list. If we see that somebody qualifies for that vacancy, then we screen him or her and send him to the employer for him to finally interview the person and also screen that person and see if he actually qualifies.
And that'll be all for the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Up next, the sports.
Ghanaians, President Akufo-Addo has refused to sign the anti-gay bill passed by Parliament to protect the family values and innocence of our children. Vice President Bawumia watches on while paying lip service to protecting Ghanaian cultural values and her future. Clearly, the future of our children is at risk under the MPP. The December 7 election is a choice between the NDC that truly believes in the promotion of proper human sexual rights and family values for the protection of the innocence and future of our children, and the MPP that supports the promotion of LGBTQ++, hence the refusal of their leader to sign the anti-gay bill into law. Say no to homosexuality and gayism by voting wisely. The MPP will allow gayism and the NDC will prevent it. Your vote is your power and chance to protect your children's future. Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Hey guys, so I got this app. It's called Ayoba. It's a chat app that helps me with beauty tips and cooking tips. A super app that feeds me music and the latest sports content. I even use it for my studies. And the good news is I don't need to use my data bundle because I'm on MTN. Chale, the app just did be.
Ayoba, the all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, read, play, pay, and listen. Use Ayoba at no data cost on MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, make easy. As I shoot footballer, Gary at the top. Now we are 10 star boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go out, brother. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Life is full of uncertainty. Human life is indeed fragile. When a man dies, the breadwinner dies. When a man dies, the father dies. When a man dies, the husband dies. When a man dies, the income dies. Life insurance is the greatest love letter ever written for loved ones. With Ayo Family Cover, you are assured that you and your family are secured for life's lowest moments. With as little as 15 Ghana cedis per month, Ayo gives you 15,000 Ghana cedis life insurance cover to support funeral expenses, or 300 Ghana cedis per night hospitalization cover to support hospital admission bills. You can also add your family members between 1 and 69 years each on your life and hospitalization cover at 15 Ghana cedis each per policy. Don't be left out. Just dial *296# on your MTN number or visit app.ayoforyou.com to sign up to the Ayo Family Cover now. Ayo, because you care.
Terms and conditions apply. Underwritten by Sanlam Allianz Life Insurance Ghana Limited.
Imagine a Ghana where your dreams are not defined by the tribe you're from,
And your job is not decided by the party you support, but by the strength of our nation and the promise it holds. A Ghana where opportunity is equally based on every faith, every region, every district, and every constituency. Where true unity exists and diversity is our power. A Ghana where all 16 regions are activated with industries, development, and purpose to yield economic prosperity. And picture leadership that is not bound by party rules, but by the needs of the people. A government that is decided by the voice of the people. This is the vision of Nana Kwame Bediako and the New Force. We stand for everyone, for the youth, the women, men, and the elderly. So when you step into that polling booth on December 7th, vote for Nana Kwame Bediako, number 12 on the ballot, with the 12 pillars under the apostolic governance, the 12 ministries, New Force, and Nida Swaba.
Sanlam and Allianz is now Sanlam Allianz, Africa's largest insurer.
Mahama once said,
I've seen more demonstrations and strikes in my first 2 years. I don't think it can get worse in the second 2 years. I have the dead goat syndrome.
Dada Noir. On December 7th, vote for integrity, competency, and development. Esuro.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the sports segment here on News 360 with me, Oreku Ampofo. One of Ghana's biggest football academies, Right to Dream, officially turned 25 years on Monday. The institution that has produced some talents like Mohamed Kudus hosted various stakeholders in Edeba. Rabbi Edueje was there and found this report.
Over the years, Right to Dream has produced an impressive array of talented players, including Simon Edingra, Mohamed Kudus, Osman Ibrahim, and Abdul Munim. These players have gone on to make a significant impact for both club and country. As part of the anniversary celebrations, a monument with 25 layers was unveiled, symbolizing the Academy's 25 years of excellence. The Academy also launched a magazine showcasing its rich history and achievements. CEO of Right to Dream Academy, Alex Esiedu, highlighted the importance of the academy and its impacts on the lives of countless young people.
Young people in Ghana and across West Africa have been blessed with, and that has nurtured them and that has enabled them to make the best of opportunities on and off the field. So I'm happy. For me, it means that our youth still have a good future, and it gives them the right to dream even more.
The ceremony also featured a special guest speaker, Dr. Austin Butipenga Lugutera, Director of Sports and Wellness Directorate at the University of Ghana. He revealed a potential future partnership deal between the academy and the university to produce more talent in not just sports, but other walks of life.
That's the conversation I'm having. Because apparently, University of Ghana, we also have a policy, what we call the UG Pass policy, that tried to give opportunity to the needy but talented students, especially those in sports. We give them the opportunity to excel in their field of play and also give them the academic excellence. And we think that we have we are related in that trend, because they have something they are doing that is good. We are also having something to do that is good. So when we partner with them, it's going to be a good marriage, so to speak. That if we have their students who will progress from here and come to University of Ghana, University of Ghana creates a big platform for them.
As Right to Dream looks to the future, its vision remains clear: to empower young people through education and football, creating a new generation of leaders and role models.
Well, let's get some updates from UEFA Champions League matches currently ongoing. Atletico Madrid, what a result for Diego Simeone's men, beaten Sparta Praha by 6-0. Angel Correa and Julian Alvarez getting braces in that game, as well as Antoine Griezmann. And AC Milan just narrowly beaten Slovan Bratislava by 3-2. Very important win for the Italian side. But there are a host of other games to kick off at 8 p.m. tonight. Headline would be the Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain game. Well, that's how we'll be wrapping up the sports segment here on News 360. My name is Oreku Ampofo.
For a bank to rely on, let me give you a shoulder to lie on. We say to bank be pray, no lie. Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilling, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first. Woo!
Nobody feed do I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Hey, Cha, once again, you are welcome. Hey, how is my nephew?
By God's grace, he's well. It's the reason why I came here today. Opa, thank you for sending us money the last time. It was very useful. As I sent it to your nephew in school to be buying food small. You already know the feeding challenges with free SHS these days. He's already home for vacation, and I need some help to enroll him in private classes.
But he just left for school a few weeks ago. I mean, as for this your traffic light system, I don't understand. And we have to cough money for extra classes in this economy.
Look, it's unfortunate the way we are playing with the future of these children.
Yes.
This free senior high school program needs to be improved. And that is where John Mahama comes in.
They say he's coming to cancel the free SHS when he comes so.
How can the person who started the progressively free SHS program cancel it? Rather, he is going to maintain and improve it by abolishing the double track system, providing dedicated source of funding, and include the private senior high schools in the program. You know, he's also going to decentralize and improve the food procurement to make sure that our children can eat good food while they're in school.
Echa, money can breathe.
I'm going to campaign for John Mahama because I want quality free SHS for my children. Enough of the traffic light.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
My head really aches. Feeling cold and feverish.
Sorry. I know the solution to your problem. It is Procold.
Procold? I bought some 3 days ago, but I'm not seeing any improvement. You can even have a look.
Let me look at it. This is fake. Let's go to the drugstore. Please, we want Procold. No, not this.
Oh, but this does the same work, and it's even far cheaper.
No, we insist you give us Procold from Kojak. I don't understand why people give this fake Procold. And where they don't give the fake one, then they give you a similar one with a different name and tell you it works the same. But it is not so. The only Procold we know is from Kojak. If it's not Pro-Code from Kojak, then we won't accept it.
Wow. So this is the original Pro-Code. It has the logo and Kojak boldly written on it.
Yes, for quick and effective relief from headache, flu, nasal congestion and other feverish conditions, insist on Pro-Code from Kojak.
Pro-Code, K-O-J-A-C-H. Pro-Code.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mahama once said,
I've seen more demonstrations and strikes in my first 2 years. I don't think it can get worse in the second 2 years. I have the dead goat syndrome.
Dadanwa. On December 7th, vote for integrity, competency, and development. Eshuruho.
Brown new phone. I met me and I communicate. Bluetooth. Infrared. Fridge. Dining table.
Cooler. You're putting lunch. Bibian, what a pedal account. Why? Pelande or easily go my.
Making money shouldn't be this hard. Just reload and win cash in the Telecel More Money promo. Win daily and weekly when you reload your mobile and broadband bundles. You can win up to 30,000 Ghana cedis weekly or the 1 million Ghana cedi grand prize. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning in Telecel More Money promo.
Dial *500# or opt in on the Telecel Play app for free.
Telecel, connecting energies. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Allow history to be the judge of how I have served my nation. How well I have done my part in running my lap of that relay. What that verdict will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all.
In almost 8 years, what is the verdict of this proclamation?
One day on television, I will kneel down and say, Mahama, I am sorry. And someone make kafano who say, an angel.
Say one day,
Mahama was an angel.
Mahama Kafra. Maybe hear this in you, but I stand for the truth. Mahama, sorry.
Oh, I'll take this opportunity to apologize to the former president. His Excellency John Mahama.
And yesterday, I was bold to apologize to President Mahama because he's a fine gentleman.
Corruption, the number of times 10. Mahama, this year, Facha Ghana for Facha and Facha.
My 5 years so up at your mama chopper, but no physical. Maybe the Japan show. My body baby, no, my body baby.
Missing someone making kafa Mahama who part that time near piece of Mahama you come forward you say na Mahama angel.
Payment News segment is brought to you by Napa Foods, Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Coil, powered by 3 Entertainment.
Welcome to the Entertainment News segment. My name is Anita Ekia Ekufu, and versatile singer Kwame Eugene says his new record label, Rockstar Records, will remain solely dedicated to projecting his career with no intentions of signing other artists. And the popular entertainer emphasized that it is important to fully establish his brand before venturing into nurturing other talents.
The artist, who's been under the tutelage of Lane's entertainment boss, Richie Mansell, for the past 8 years, said he's lent a great deal to help him start his own label and succeed.
He's actually giving me permission to start something of my own, with him still being like the godfather of everything that I do. So being in the same room producing with Richie multiple times, so I've learned a lot, the production skills, and he knows so much about this business. So I'm learning that bit from him as well, and thankfully I'm trying to be the first Links artist that will actually part ways with the label and still won't have everybody saying that he's lost. I'm still under his wings and he's teaching me so much.
Opening up about his plans for his record label, the High Life star noted that Rockstar Record will remain solely dedicated to promoting his career.
So I mean, adding someone now, I don't think is advisable, but maybe in future. I'll go ask Richie if he thinks I should start signing people, but I don't think it's now. I have so much to do as Kwame Eugene.
And still in entertainment, Nigerian actor Richard Moffat Damijo has voiced his support for John Mahama and the NDC party ahead of Ghana's 2024 presidential elections. The Nigerian actor wants Ghanaians to give John Mahama another opportunity to lead the country. That's it for the Entertainment News segment. My name is Anita Ekia Ekufu. Have a good evening.
Thanks, Anita Ekufu, also known as Nira. And that's how we conclude News 360. My name is Pakus Yasari. For more news, you can log on to our website. It's www.3news.com.
And I am Portia Gabo. Join Alfredo Cancer at 10 p.m. for Ghana Tonight. Good evening.